Good evening. Hey, it's Actors Daily Bread, episode 75. And this is the end of the follow-through formula. I covered parts one through 3 a few days ago. So if you missed those, catch up on the, sorry, I'm like, I just had some juice and I'm like, What's up, you guys? It's Christine Horn. I am a professional actress of over 20 plus years and a life and career coach for actors. And this is Actors Daily Bread, where you get acting tips, audition tips, and life coaching tips for actors. And I want to welcome you. Thank you for watching. If this is your first time watching, welcome. Welcome to our world. And to all my replay watchers who I love, what's up, replay watchers? Oh gosh, my eyes are tearing. Whew, just got back in from walking Prince, but I did want to jump on and finish the follow-through formula. So if you are just seeing this video and have missed part 1, let me just give you a really quick recap and let me know where you're watching from. Give me some hearts, give me some likes, give me some thumbs up, and just let me know that you're here. Whether you're watching live or the replay, I do respond to all comments. So basically, this all started with me sharing my personal formula for achieving and reaching my goals. And I use this process with a lot of my life coaching clients. And it may help you if you've ever had trouble finishing what you start, if you've ever felt like you're just always procrastinating and you just have all these open-ended projects. So whether you know you need to be doing your acting marketing or studying a script, memorizing monologues, launching a business, no matter what it is, we can all kind of relate to that, right? There's always something that we felt like needs to get done. And whenever you have the needs and the shoulds, I should do that and I need to do that, sometimes the motivation isn't always there. And so the follow-through formula is something I created that really helps me. So just to recap, because I'm going to give you part 4 and 5 of the steps. So just to recap, if you haven't seen that part, step 1 was to discover what you want. Part 2 was to uncover why you want it, really figuring out what your motivation is for reaching anything. Hey, Tanika Porter, hi. Say hello to heaven for me. Thank you for watching, right? Step 3 was, step 3, that's my favorite part, the pop strategy. So if you at least can go find part 3 of the follow-through formula, I think that was episode, I want to say like 72-ish. Go watch that, because I literally draw out my process and how I backtrack things so that you can work your way to something that you can do tomorrow. Really simple. So step 4, and like I said, if you're like, Christine, how do I use this in my life? With any goal that you have. Like I said, if your goal is to get an agent, if your goal is to find a man, if your goal is to get a new job, whatever it is, and you feel like you have trouble sticking to it and making sure you see that goal to the end and feeling that success, then this is where you need this, right? My eyes are just watering, my contacts. So step 4 in the follow-through formula is to create bite-sized chunks. So what do I mean? You know that saying, the best way to eat an elephant is 1 bite at a time, right? That's what they say. I hate that saying, don't eat no elephant, please. But I like that analogy because elephants represent our dreams, right? A lot of our dreams, even the dreams you don't tell anybody else, can feel so massive. It feels like this huge mountain. And so you're here where you are today, right? August 4th. And you have these dreams, you have these goals, you have these desires. But sometimes, I don't know about you, but for me, sometimes that dream feels so far. And you're like, how in the world am I going to get there from here? And what I always encourage people is to stop worrying about the how so much. Have some faith, put some action to it, and bit by bit you will get there. And so when I say create bite-sized chunks, if you know you have a big project or any project, what would be, so if you went back to sorry, my brain is moving faster than my mouth. If you went back to step 3, which is planning on paper, the pop strategy, and you wrote down things that you could do to tomorrow, how can you chunk that down smaller so that it feels doable? You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Because sometimes, even when you think back, even if you use my pop strategy and plan on paper and you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do this next. Sometimes, if you're honest with yourself, sometimes it still feels like, shoot, how am I going to do this? This still feels like a huge mountain. So I always suggest chunk it down even more. Just keep chunking it down. Like imagine like a baguette or a loaf of bread. Just keep peeling apart little pieces. And so that you can get this done. And that way you start to see the progress, right? So maybe let's use an easy example of maybe it's memorizing a monologue. Let's go real easy, right? Maybe the monologue is 2 pages. You know, I don't know what monologue would be that long, but let's say it is. And it seems overwhelming and it seems intimidating, right? And that monologue could represent anything for you, starting your business or doing whatever it is, right? Maybe you just start by memorizing 3 lines, right? And like so Monday, I'm just going to memorize 3 lines. I'm just going to work on these 3 lines and find the beats in these 3 lines, right? The first 3 sentences. Instead of thinking like, oh my God, like especially if you're a theater actor out there, who does, you know, straight plays or even musicals. You have all these songs to learn, all these, you know, 200 pages of script. It can feel intimidating and daunting, but somehow you get it. So bit by bit, which leads me to step 5 in my follow-through formula. And that is celebrate small successes. You don't do this enough. I don't even know you. I don't even see who's watching me at this moment, but I already know you don't celebrate your small successes enough. Now, this is not just to give you a break and to be like, you know, I did good enough, you know. But I think sometimes we're too hard on ourselves, right? So when you do have this massive dream, this massive goal, no matter what it is, and you take the time to be clear about what your intention is, what it is that you want, you break it down, you wrote it on paper, you're showing up every day or as often as you can, I want you to celebrate these small successes, right? So maybe you haven't been to the gym in a year. And you say, tomorrow I'm going no matter what. The mistake a lot of us make is what? We're like, I'm going to kill it in the gym today. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Yeah, take 3 classes. I took 3 Zumba classes, right? And then what happens? The next day, honey, that soreness kicks in, them bones. You like, this is why I don't go to the gym. This is why. Because you're sore for the next 5 days, and those 5 days turn into 2 months and 3 months. However, if you would just say, I'm going to show up tomorrow, I'm going to take step 1, and I'm going to do 10 minutes on the treadmill. And you do those 10 minutes on the treadmill, and you're like, yes, I did that. You know, have a little celebration dance, do whatever you need to do. And someone may think you crazy. Girl, you just did 10 minutes. That's nothing. No, it's something for me. I made progress because yesterday I was on the couch. And so relate that to any part of your life, right? It doesn't matter what it is that you do. No one else is in your brain. No one else has your vision. So you find what a small success could be, because guess what? If you celebrate yourself for going to that gym for 10 minutes and killing it, you'll show back up tomorrow. And you'll show back up the next day and the next day and the next day. Because you were kind to yourself and you gave yourself props for where you could have been, which was on the couch, but no, you went. Versus trying to go hard in the paint and take 3 classes and, you know, and just feel broke down. And then that's all this negative self-talk that can come up. I hope this makes sense to you. Please give me some hearts, some thumbs up, some likes, whether you're watching live or the replay. Let me know if this resonates with you. And I promise you, you can use this in any area of your life, no matter what the goal is. Even if it's dang on just cleaning your house. If you're like, I want to do a deep clean in my house. What is the first thing you say? What room am I going to start in? Am I going to start in this kitchen? Am I going to mop first? Am I going to vacuum? Right? You have to have a plan. Your life is no different. Treat your life, treat your career, treat this thing. You get to co-create. You get to co-create. And I'm going to leave you with this one little piece that kind of is not kind of on the same vein, but not. I don't want you to get too wrapped up when people don't see your vision. I know, especially if you're a performer or a creative, this life is not for everybody. We are very special people to get up every day and to chase this dream. Some of you are doing it for celebrity, stardom, money. Some of you are just doing it for the love. But it takes courage and it takes guts to show up and say, this is what I want to do. And everybody may not understand, but you were gifted with a vision that is yours. No one else is going to be able to see your vision fully because it's not theirs. They have their own vision. So if you find yourself constantly trying to convince other people about your vision, I want you to stop. They will see it when they will see the fruits of your labor. And I'm a testimony to that. I certainly have very supportive people in my circle, my mother, my family, but there were certainly people I dated, or people who were in and out of my life who, saw me in my dark days. Actors Daily Bread, I do this to keep it real, to keep it 100 with you. Y'all see people on the red carpet, you see your friends posting cute photos on Instagram at a party, but they're not telling you the real. They're not telling you about the nights they're crying in their house. They're not telling you about the year they went without booking. They're not telling you about being broke one month and being, super paid the next year. This is such an up and down roller coaster. And like I said in a few videos ago, this is a journey. This is not a sprint. So stop trying to get people to see your vision, because trust and believe, baby. Because when I tell you trust and believe, when you get on TV, when you're on Broadway or whatever, they're going to be I knew you could do it. That's my girl, right? That's my cousin, That's going to happen. So I'm just prepping you now. But then I want you to always ask yourself, was that person, were those people, were they part of this journey? When I was telling them I was going to, do this or take this class, or I was, broke for 3 months because I was trying to save up for this, to take these headshots, whatever it is. Were they lifting you up or tearing you down because they didn't understand? So hold on tight to your vision. That's just what I want to leave you with tonight, or whenever you watch this. Hold on tight to your vision, because no one else is going to have it. No one else can believe in your dream. Right? Tanika says they believe in you then. Right. Right. But we all know who was with us from the beginning, and that is awesome. And I'm sure each and every one of you have at least one person. I'm saying the minimal, So that's it. That's all I got for you tonight. So I didn't feel the need to stretch part 4 and 5 out, because they were so connected, creating bite-sized chunks and celebrating your small successes. They may not seem, hi, Stephen, you love me? Aww. Thank you so much for watching, Stephen. I just want you to celebrate yourself more. I want you to celebrate yourself more, because this industry does not always celebrate you. And when you're going on audition and you're not booking at the rate that you want to or hope to, it can feel like the industry doesn't love you back at times. And that is also why I'm here, because my tagline, I'm always saying, I want to help you pursue this career without losing your mind, because it can wear on you. And if you ever get to a point that you feel like you can't handle the pressure and the weight, please get help. Please see a therapist. Please talk to somebody. Join a group. Somebody you can have an outlet to. Right? I just want to throw that out there too. If it feels like it's too much, get help. All right, you guys, have an amazing rest of the night. I'm gonna do some work. I'm working on a new webinar that I'm really excited about, that I will let you know about soon, very soon. All right, bye.